All right, welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're diving into a really powerful way of thinking that can help you figure out and actually solve some of life's biggest, most frustrating challenges.
So does this feel familiar to you? You're working hard, you're trying your best to get ahead, but it's like your money, your passion, even your basic energy, it all just kind of vanishes into thin air. It's a feeling a lot of us have, for sure, but it's actually just a symptom of something way, way deeper.
You know, there's a perfect metaphor for this feeling. We can call it the leaky bucket problem. It's that super frustrating sense that no matter how much you pour in, whether it's your effort, your time, or your money, you just can't seem to get full.
And look, these things might seem like separate issues, but they're all connected. You get a raise, but somehow you're still broke at the end of the month. You take a much-needed vacation, but the burnout comes rushing right back. When you keep changing things on the outside, a new job, a new relationship, but nothing changes how you feel on the inside, well, that's a huge clue. These problems are just signals, all pointing to the real source of the leak.
So, what's the diagnosis here? Where is this leak actually coming from? This brings us to the core idea of this whole explainer. It's a concept that honestly can completely change how you look at every problem you have.
Here it is. The fundamental idea is that our outer world is just a mirror. The money stress, the burnout, the relationship drama, they aren't just happening to you. In a way, they are happening from you. The way out of the problem, the exit, is found by going right back to the entrance, inside yourself. Okay, so if the problem is inside us, the next question is pretty obvious, right? Who or what is actually causing all this trouble? Well, it's time to meet the unseen forces that are really running the show behind the scenes.
Just think about this internal tug of war. Your logical inner adult makes a budget, right? It's focused on saving for the future. But then you walk past a store, and suddenly your inner child grabs the steering wheel. This part of you could not care less about long-term goals. It wants that shiny new thing, and it wants it now. This exact battle is one of the classic reasons our money just seems to leak away.
But it doesn't just stop with the inner child. It gets deeper. We might be carrying around beliefs from our family history, like an unspoken fear that money is dangerous or success causes problems, passed down through generations. We can even have different parts of ourselves, different sub-personalities, that all want completely different things. And they're all operating unconsciously, each one pulling us in a different direction and sabotaging our best plans without us even knowing it.
So, understanding these internal roots, that's step one. Step two is a massive shift in perspective. It's about changing how we think about where value, wealth, and real security actually come from.
We tend to think our security comes from our job or our company or our boss. But this idea challenges that completely. A job is just a variable. It can come and it can go. You are the constant. You are the actual source of your wealth.
I mean, think about it. You weren't born knowing how to do your job. You learned it. You put in the time. That skill became a part of who you are. So if your job disappeared tomorrow, the skill doesn't just vanish with it. You still have it. You own it. And when you really get that, the fear of losing your job starts to fade, and it's replaced by this feeling of portable, personal power. Now, check this out. If you can make money using skills you don't even care about anymore, just imagine what could happen, what you could create if you combine that ability with genuine, electrifying passion. The potential for growth isn't just a little bigger, it becomes exponential. And this all leads us to the final and maybe the most profound shift in thinking. It's about healing this split that so many of us feel between living a life with purpose and living a life with financial security.
We see the world through this lens so often, don't we? It feels like we have to make a choice. There's path A, the spiritual path of passion and purpose, that probably won't pay the bills. And then there's path B, the material path with a soulless job that gives you stability. We're basically told, pick one, fulfillment or finances.
But what if that whole division is just an illusion? The real goal here is to unite them. It's about seeing your work, your career, and your money not as something separate from your spirit, but as the physical expression of it. When your work is aligned with your soul, abundance isn't some happy accident. It becomes the natural, expected outcome. And so we end up right back where we started. The next time you feel that leaky bucket, that drain on your money, your energy, or your passion, don't look outside for a quick fix. Just look in the mirror and ask yourself, what is my reality trying to show me about myself right now? The exit, after all, is right where the entrance is.